Shalom Akim. Through the Spirit, back at it once again. Before we begin, we want to say all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim, Dash. And we want to say double honors to our apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to Akim pushing this word in saving honesty. And the hopeful elect constantly enduring Shalom. We're going to get into it in the low will is edifying.
This is Proverbs 22 and verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil.
A prudent man foreseeth the evil, man. Okay? And that prudent man, which the word prudence goes into wise. Alright? So a prudent man foreseeth the evil. That prudent man is going to be a man of the Lord. Alright? Because when you were prophesies is to say before. Okay? So we're saying these things, through the Spirit, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, starting our apostle and our elders on down. We're saying these things before it happens. So that's basically just describing a man of the Lord.
Right. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself.
And hideth himself, right? And mainly we hide themselves by with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. Alright, spiritually. Right?
But the simple pass on and are punished.
But the simple pass on and are punished, because the Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Now we have 2/3 of our people that's going to be destroyed. They're going to be destroyed in these upcoming evils, man. Which is what? The pestilence, the famines, the plagues. All right, it's going to be destruction. Okay, and the ultimate destruction is going to be by way of those nuclear missiles and those chariots, which you call so-called UFOs, all right. But the foolish is going to be destroyed. Okay, now here it is. A good example of this is the venom, all right. The prelude to the sea hit, which is the venom. But you took it. A lot of our people took it, and a lot of people will drop dead because they did not see the evils coming. Okay, but here it is. If you have friends, you might have friends in the world. You might have your family, your wife, right? That might be on the fence about taking it or not taking it, and then you tell them don't take it, right? And now, months later, or even years later, they'll look at you and they'll say, "Oh, thank God, I listened to you," right? Because you was wise enough to see the evils. Okay, and now we see what's coming down the pike now. Is the main thing, which is the mark. But
not Proverbs you want to.
Okay, come.
Ready?
Yep.
Proverbs 14, verse 16. The wise man feared and departed from evil.
A wise man feareth and departed from evil, right? Because what's going to happen is you won't be destroyed. Okay. Like for example, a lot of them guys doing those daredevils. They don't fear evil, and what happens? They don't have a long life expectation, right? Finish it off.
It says a wise man feareth and depart from evil.
Fear who? Fear Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah, right?
But the fool rigid and is confident.
Yeah, a fool regarded and is confident. All right, so that's a fool being ignorant, being simple, okay, doing simple things, and they confident. And our people are confident on who? The so-called white man. Okay, you might as well jump off a cliff. All right, you might as well jump in a lake of fire, cause you being that simple. All right.
I got a couple of scriptures, but this is Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. But that's talking about America or Esau's rulership, because Esau puts folly on a pedestal. Okay, because why? Because that's folly is, it's basically is foolishness, which Esau wants you in the dark. That Burden Circus Act. All right. So folly is set in great dignity. No one wants to know the truth. No one wants to watch the news. Oh nah, I got way too many blues for any more bad news. Like Ye said, right? But the truth is things are only gonna get worse. So folly is set in great dignity. Okay? And the fools, and it's like, yeah, what's to say?
Alright, I'm good back. Good.
Yeah.
Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
Yeah, who the rich? The men of the Lord. Alright? First of all, we really supposed to be kings, man. We're really supposed to be wealthy. Alright, but here it is, we got in our captivity, we're sharing our captivity. But first and foremost, we're rich in the faith. We're rich in the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. But here it is, we're on the bottom, we're sitting in low places. Why? Because this is Esau's kingdom. This is his time to rule.
This is Jeremiah 30:7. Because you was mentioning the things that's gonna lead up to the digital.
Oh yeah.
This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble.
So what's that? That day is great, so that none is like it, man. So the time of Jacob's trouble is gonna be a great day. Why? Because the technology is so advanced. Okay, now they have AI technology. They can take your voice or your face, right, and make it look like you're doing something you didn't do, or you said something you didn't say. And now they have also advanced military. Okay, you have military robots, and all sorts of advanced weapons.
All right. So it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
And ultimately, it's like ultimately that day's gonna be great by way of the destruction. Those nuclear missiles being pelted on this place, man, because it never happened before. Not like the way it's gonna happen today in America. Right?
All right. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Yeah, Jacob, you so-called Negroes, I think Native Americans. All right? And a lot of you Israelites that don't want to believe in the Lord, or don't want to follow in Yahweh Shai, or listen to his prophets, you're gonna be taken in those days, man. All right, it's gonna be a lot of deaths. Like if you took the venom, you're gonna drop dead, man. You're gonna see Jake dropping like flies.
Right. Destroy your body too. Some organs in your body.
Yeah, it destroys the organs in your body. You know, you get blood clots and cancers and tumors.
Yeah. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Yeah, who's going to be saved? The elect. All right? Start with the mountain, the house, and bowing, sighing, and crying. In all sincerity, in all honesty. And then their families, okay? Friends of the prophets. The ones that believe, man. Okay? But the scriptures say what? To make your calling of election sure. So that's why we do these lessons, and that's why we go out there in the houses and byways, and that's why we, try to wake the people up and warn the people like we were told to do. Okay, so that's a small remnant that's going to be saved, because the majority of our people is doing those sorts of wickedness, man. Especially in today's time, our scripture says, "Folly set in great dignity." Our people are drug dealers. Oh no, they drug dealers, they hoes and pimps. Like Who Framed Tyrone? Okay, that was basically the depiction of what it is in the neighborhood, in the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans neighborhoods, man. Ain't no other better, basically no better than that. And that's why a lot of people are gonna drop dead, man, because they basically, they're zombies. All right. Still don't want that.
No, that's it.
You want to say something?
Oh, no, I was getting something else.
Okay, I'm gonna lock it there.
Jeremiah 2, verse 21.
Yeah.
Yet I planted thee a noble vine, holy and right seed.
Yeah, the Lord said, I planted thee a noble vine. And that's talking about the whole of Israel. All right? We're supposed to be, righteous, and that's how the Lord designed us, right?
Says, for I have planted thee a noble vine, holy and a right seed,
Right.
and thou have turned into it the generate plant
Mm-hmm.
of a strange vine unto me.
Yeah, so our people lost faith, man. Faith in Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah. All right. Now the Lord have to destroy 2/3 of his people. The Lord said, why should I stricken you anymore? Okay. Even Moses had to ask the Lord, yo, hold up now. You put your name on these people, don't kill them, or the heathen's gonna look at you funny. You know, in a nutshell, you could look that story up, man. Because our people just keep going off. So now it's coming to the time where the Lord said this is the time where 2/3 gotta pay. 2/3 gotta be destroyed. Okay? After death by pain. You get that 2 buck per shot. And that's one more. Alright, so
I'm gonna get it right
we alright, go ahead.
All right. This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 12. The same must know it after death by pain.
Both little 3 verses.
Okay.
See what it say.
All right.
Alright? Because Lord about to bring mass death, man.
I'm gonna start at
You ready now?
I'm gonna go to verse 9.
Okay.
This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
Yeah, man. This is going into Israel, all right? So the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you receive benefits and have not known the Lord. So here it is, you had gain, right? But you didn't thank Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah. You thank everybody else under the sun, right?
And they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty.
Yeah, you had time to repent. You had time to come back to the Lord, learn the name and whatnot. You had all this time, but instead of that, you spent your life in folly and wickedness. Right?
And when as yet place of repentance was open unto them.
Right, you saw the men of the Lord out there in the highways and byways. Okay, so the repentance was open unto you. Alright, 2/3 of our people, right?
Understood not, but despised it.
They understood not, but despised it. Right? Because the spirit wasn't on you to understand. Right?
2nd Ezra 9 and 12. The same must know it after death by pain.
The same must know it after death by pain. All right, come. So 2/3 that don't take heed to the Lord, you're gonna die. Whether it's by cause of the venom juice, whether it's cause of disease, warfare. All right, whatever it is, and ultimately those nukes, man. Or for taking that mark. If you take that mark, that's certain death. Okay, the MOTB. So the Lord said after death by pain, and that's really going into reincarnation, because after death you go to the spirit world for your judgment, and when you come back into your lot, you die by way of pain, which the ultimate pain is going into this Third World War. I believe even now, the earth is at the highest population right now. Yeah, right, and the reason for that is because there's gonna be a lot of death, so a lot of destruction, man. The Lord's gonna do a lot of those people real dirty, especially in this upcoming world war. There's gonna be a lot of bodies to fight that war, man. So the draft is gonna come, right? And it's like some wars when they go to war, it's like rules. It's if you like catch people, you take them hostage, you hold them till the war is over. And it's gonna get real bad, man. They're gonna stop. They're gonna break the rules. They're gonna fight dirty.
Wars you can't bomb hospitals either.
Huh?
In wars you can't destroy other people's hospitals.
Can't destroy hospitals. They're gonna blow them hospitals up. Okay. especially here in this place is going to be going to smithereens. Okay, the scriptures say what? They should not regard men, woman, or child. All right, so this war, this third world war is going to be even worse than 1 and 2. Okay. All right, come.
Ezekiel, that's it.
That's it on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ezekiel 9 verse 4. And the Lord said unto me, said unto him, go to the midst of the city, to the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sang and cried.
Now this mark is not the MOTB in Revelation the 13th chapter. This mark is a righteous mark. Okay? When you look this word up, it's gonna say the wa, right? Which means exempt from judgment. Okay? So this mark is representing the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, man. Okay? In order to get this mark, you gotta believe in these scriptures, and you gotta believe in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. That's how that mark is really being set on you. Okay? The ones that repent and come back to the Lord and believe full-heartedly, man. Right?
And the Lord said, go to the midst of the city, to the midst of Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's right, man. And that mark is being put on brothers right now through these lessons, starting with our apostles and our elders. All right, because the scriptures say what? You guys make sure till the elect is sealed.
Mm-hmm.
The elect has to be sealed, man. So that mark is being put out there, and then after that, then it's going to be destruction. All right, those buttons going to get pressed, whether man press it or the chariots just activated, because they've been shown. They showed that they could do such things, such miracles. All right, they'll activate those missiles for your ass.
And this is going to be the worst day in history, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nuclear missiles.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a historical moment for sure. That's why scripture say none like it.
Yeah.
Go to the midst of the city, to the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the forehead of the man that sang and cried, all the abomination that are done in the midst thereof.
Like we doing now. All right, you gotta go on a train and sit next to a transformer.
Mm-hmm.
These posters there, I hate watching TV.
Yeah.
You be on the train, bullshit ass posters and these transformers everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere, man. They're on TV, they're on the train.
Yeah.
You know, they're supposed to put to death. Okay? So we tired of that, man. Yeah, these women are getting out, these women been out of hand. All right? Esau feeling it too, because he turned on CNN or you turn on those when they're holding court, C-SPAN or whatever, you see a black woman up there giving Esau hell. So it's,
the secretary?
yeah. Yeah, so it's like, damn, Esau, this is what you get, Esau. You let this damn dog off the leash, and now this dog is biting your ass. Now you're getting a taste of the nigga woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Once she get in a position, oh man, her pride go way up.
Yeah. That's why the scripture says it's a new thing under the heavens. A woman shall surpass a man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, which we tired of seeing that shit too. All right, and these days we talking about now, these women gonna be in order. Okay, they gonna be in order, man. They'll be walking behind you with their heads down.
Yeah.
All right, and if they talk shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they once they see that, they gonna shut the fuck up. Because why they can't call Esau for help. All right, they gotta deal with it.
And to the others he said, in my hearing, go ye after him to the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have you pity.
Yeah, who's gonna get smitten? The 2/3 of our people, man. All right, 2/3 of Israel is gonna be destroyed. You're gonna be subjected to missiles, subjected to wild beasts, plagues, famines, all right, and all sorts of deaths you can't even think of. A damn hole, a hole is gonna open up in the ground and swallow your ass. A hole.
Apparitions wasn't all the kingdom.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, apparitions, you know, shit, man, it's gonna be all sorts of deaths. You're gonna be on fire, just running around on fire, man. A building will fall on your ass. All right, the Lord, you know, the ultimate director. All right.
Let not the eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
Mm-hmm.
Slay utterly, old and young,
Mm-hmm.
both maids and little children.
Yeah, there you go. You women gonna die too. Children gonna die. All right. Ain't gonna be no pity when they press those buttons. It's not gonna be no pity when the military is shooting up your neighborhood.
Uh,
All right. They're gonna be rape. It's gonna be a lot of rape. It's gonna be a lot of murdering. Okay, and no pity.
It says, and a woman,
Mm-hmm.
but come not near any of the man upon whom the mark and begin at my sanctuary.
Yeah, that's right. And that's the Israelite man. That's the Israelite man, and that's the righteous Israelite man that accepts Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah and believes in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. All right, praying, fasting, okay, repenting.
Then it began at the ancient man which was before the house.
Yeah, so the judgment is going to start with the ancient men.
That's it.
All right, so the men that know the Israelites, we all know this is deadly serious. All right, because the judgment is going to start with the Israelites, starting out, you know, with the ancients, and then it's going to move on to, you know, whoever. All right, but ultimately, everyone's going to be judged right or wrong. So, you got it, my brother. I got something for you if you want.
all right.
This is Isaiah 13:12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man in the golden wedge of Ophir.
Yeah, what man is going the Lord is going to make more precious than gold? The Israelite man, the elect Israelite man, more precious than fine gold, because right now we catching spiritual hell. We catching hell on all levels on this side, economically, health-wise, whatever, family, whatever you name it. All right. Fatigue. So we being basically fashioned as gold and silver. And it's gonna be a lot of death. So we're gonna be the elect men gonna be around. A lot of people gonna die in their wickedness and not in righteousness.
Since you said that, let me go up a little bit. It's Isaiah 13:9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger.
Both wrath and fierce anger. So things leading up to the ultimate destruction, thermonuclear destruction, things leading to that time. Global famine, worldwide famine. Global pestilence, worldwide pestilence. The brothers mentioned like 30 minutes ago with these poison venoms that people shoot in their arm.
Yeah.
It's going to be when patient zero, after patient zero, people going to drop within probably a day or half a day or 3 days from this plague that's going to wipe millions out.
It says to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
Lay the land desolate and destroy the sinners. So 2/3 gonna be destroyed. We know the heathens gonna be destroyed. Not the elite of the heathens though, but we know a lot of people gonna die in thermonuclear destruction shall leave the land desolate. What's gonna make What's gonna make America desolate? Thermonuclear destruction. Concentrated fire from the Lord. The Lord gonna plead with all flesh with fire, right? With fire, the Lord gonna plead with flesh.
It says, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof will not give their light.
There's not gonna be knowledge, wisdom, and understanding soon. No, all the people all these so-called smart people that do interviews on social media, on the financial channels and things like that, they're not gonna know what's going on. Mm-hmm. And you see the so-called white man being a devil. He trying to control what is called a narrative or whatever, saying that it's aliens, meaning extraterrestrials. Yeah. Because of these chariot sightings, they can no longer hide it. You can't tell a person. I can't no longer a person like if I'm them. I can't no longer tell you it's something you seeing a weather balloon or something. With your eyes, you know what you're seeing. Yeah. So they trying to control the situation. But Esau been doing that. He been crashing, making ships that look like chariots and crashing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they said they got some
we're not ignorant
aliens or something. So they said they got aliens.
Yeah, they got good makeup where they could like make things look real. Yeah. You know what I mean? They special effects and things like that. You got it. Makeup artists. You got it.
Oh, it's quick.
I like 2 verses.
All right, go ahead.
Psalm 7 verse 10. My defense, it says, my defense of the Most High, says, he's saving the upright in his heart.
He saveth the upright in his heart, the righteous. All right, the Lord saveth, and the Lord is our defense. The Lord is our defense. He's a strong tower. He shields us off from the wicked, from bad things happening. You know, how many times you might have walked past, going across the street, and almost got hit by a car? The Lord prevented that. Or things we don't know about. You know, with all this garbage that's in the air and the food, man. Yeah. The Lord preserving us all the time, man.
He poison the liver.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. God, the Most High, is righteous. God, the Most High, is angry with the wicked every day.
The Most High is angry with the wicked every day, but the sentence is not executed quick. But the Most High is angry with the wicked every day, and it's showing how this place is depleting America. Esau's structure is he's losing his power, man. If anyone's paying attention.
That was it? Alright, so let me go back real quick and figure that out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the Lord is angry with the wicked every day, and this place is getting more wicked every day, man. Every hour, because it's different time zones. So Esau, he controls the world.
Alright, it says Isaiah 13:11, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
That's the so-called white man. He's going to cause that arrogance and the pride of the proud to cease. That means cease, stop existing. Why? Because he's going to destroy them. He's going to destroy their military. He's going to destroy their whole power structure, and the elite of them are going into slavery. All right?
And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Hardiness of the terrible. That's the so-called white man. So he's about to be destroyed by the Lord.
It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
See, a man is going to be made more precious than fine gold. Because gold is precious, but the Israelite man is going to be more precious than fine gold. A lot of the men, the wicked going to be destroyed. So the Israelite man is going to be around and protected by the Lord, and by the Lord's people who have spiritual power. Some of those are brothers that have spiritual power, and the angels are going to be protecting the elect. And the world going to know the judgment is of the Most High and who the Most High's people are. Yeah.
It says, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
So that's the most precious gold. And the Lord deals with small numbers. When something is small in number, it's more valuable. It's called a scarcity, right?
Yep, that's right. Like that gold is a scarcity.
Yeah.
It says, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place.
The earth is going to move out of place. The earth is going to roll to and fro from thermonuclear destruction. It's going to cause earthquakes. And the heavens, Esau going to be thrown out of his power seat.
In the wrath, it says, in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, or Yahweh of armies,
Hosts meaning armies.
and in the day of his fierce anger.
Of his fierce anger. That day, what's that day? The second death.
That's right.
All this gonna be thermonuclear destruction, and the Lord shooting fire. Angels shooting fire. Concentrated fire. Alright. That's gonna be a terrible day.
You got it.
Proverbs 24, verse 7 says, wisdom is too high. Wisdom is too high for a fool.
Yeah, wisdom is too high for a fool. This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures is too much for them. They can't digest this. And some of them blind and they can't believe it. Like, I don't know how true that image is. They was talking about NASA saw something that was like a chariot that's like, what, 10 miles or so?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But it's most likely, yeah, that's true. They you know?
Wisdom is too high for a fool. That he opened up his mouth in the gates.
Yeah, so the wisdom, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is in the gates of chief concourse where business is being conducted. And that's what we mainly be when we preaching the word, week in and week out. We're in the chief concourse. Even though we in right now, this borough is considered a city within cities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of traffic go through this area.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So look, you know, I'm pretty sure other people hear us, you know.
Cut. Even now we're online, live.
Online, yep.
Online is a city.
Yeah, it's a traffic too,
Yeah.
heavy flow.
Yeah. That's it.
Mhm.
Okay, I got something for you. Man.
Yeah, so when you get it, yeah, so wisdom go and the gates is supposed to be like when you know the entrance, the protection, and you have to state your business when you're going through the gate of the city, right? Now, right, because a flow is conduct is being done, or it could be outside of the gates too.
Yeah.
But that's what we be in a highway and a byway.
Like Yahweh Shah was in the marketplace. He's in the place of business. Business is being transacted. You know, but that's where you do the fishing at. You know, so it's the same thing. Everybody got to come to do business.
Yeah.
You know, but not everybody got to come. The hood is like this. If you ain't from it, if you ain't from here, don't come here.
Yeah.
You know, but you in the city, you gotta go to the city. You have to work, school. You want to buy, sell, get your hustle on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The city's where it's at. So that's where we at, man, in the marketplace.
But if you are call yourself influencers,
Yeah.
we are the true influencers. That's some of the apostles
Yeah.
and us doing the meaning for the word influencer, meaning a person or thing that influence another.
Yeah, influencers, yeah.
That's us.
Yeah, and through the fear of the Most High, we persuade men. Okay.
That's right.
Like you said, influencer, a person or things that influence others. In
Yeah,
righteousness.
and that's what in righteousness. That's what we're doing. All right. But you got other people that have platforms, you know, causing riots. Like what is it, 14th Street, Union Square,
Union Square,
you know?
Told me it was stupid.
These dudes doing all kind of crazy shit for what, PlayStations and what else?
Yeah, come Peters.
And you can't blame that one dude for that. It's niggas doing nigga shit, man. Y'all all can't win that shit.
But it locked them up.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense, man. And all these things is an embarrassment to our people, man. You got it. I'm sorry.
Nah, you stuff you mentioned right now.
Yeah, man. It's like, yo, 5 second great dignity.
Hold on real quick. I got Slack. I got something right here for you. This is Matthews 5, and I started 7. It says, all right, I'll read a little bit. That's Matthews 5, started 3. It says, I started 1. Matthew 5:1. And seeing the multitude, he went up into a mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him, and he opened his mouth, and he taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Blessed are the poor in spirit. There's the kingdom of heaven.
Yep.
That's right. And who is that? That's the elect. Lord willing, we're the elect. Because all this stuff that goes on around us, man, is grievous to us, man. We don't want to be here, and at the same time, we want to see this place destroyed. All right.
Yep.
So that's what we don't have. We be happy sometimes, but we don't have that like that happy feeling all the time. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
It says, Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted.
Yeah, we're mourning. So we're mourning. The world is happy, but we're being comforted by the scriptures. But we're gonna be comforted when the Lord returns and put us back in position.
Right. It says, Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
The meek, the lowly shall inherit the earth. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom shall be translated from one people to another.
That's right.
We the meek.
It says, Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they
hunger and thirst after righteousness. Because the scriptures is bread and water.
Yep. Milk and honey.
That's right. Substance, spiritual substance.
For they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy.
The merciful, yeah, being merciful among the brotherhood, and only the elect will be that way. Lord willing, we're elect. So, you know, these niggas are ruthless in the world. You know,
Yeah.
they're ruthless, man. Eating around a homeless person, acting like you're gonna help them and doing things like that. It's not funny. The man or woman is already defeated. That was the judgment of the Lord, but that's the judgment the Lord got them playing out. And now you're being a heavier burden on top of what the Lord put them through. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna be judged for that.
Yeah.
You know?
It says,
You know, sometimes we might be eating and we see a homeless, we be like, damn, man. You're not teasing them, but you see them, you be like, you don't got it to help them, and you know what I mean? You be like, damn, you know what I mean?
Always
Yeah.
see that today.
Yeah.
Always
You know?
have cash, they don't
Yeah.
see me. I don't walk around with cars. I don't walk around with cash no more. Let's see my phone and my bank card, so we don't have that.
Yeah.
It could be an angel.
Huh.
Yeah. It says, Blessed are they which are persecuted. It's just like it says, Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see the Most High.
The pure in heart gonna see the Most High. Elect.
Yep. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of the Most High.
The peacemakers are the elect, the governing body. All right, because we do this. We doing the Lord's work, and we're basically be at peace with all men. We're not being out here being tyrants or acting like these gang members trying to exhort force and start trouble. Nah, that's not us. We don't want to. We ain't involved, and we don't want to be a part of the action.
To say, if you troubled, come rest, rest with me, because really, when you learn the truth, you really get a sense of peace, because the main thing is, you in hell, but there's no hope, because you don't know nothing. Right? When you learn the truth, you find there's hope, and that brings a sense of peace, man. Just knowing there's gonna be better days.
I was walking out my building and it looked like some shit. It's like some shit was stirring up. And black woman, she yak. I just keep it moving. It don't involve me. I don't want to see nothing. I'm just looking which way to walk. And I'm gone. You know what I mean? That's it.
That situation when they killed Michael Jackson, or the Michael Jackson impersonator, the dancer, the homeless guy. The Edomite choked them out. Probably just need a couple dollars. Apostle said that. Apostle was right, man. Probably need a couple dollars. He probably left them alone. So it's like it says right here. It says I'm gonna continue, right? It says, blessed are they which are. It says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of the Most High. Blessed are they which are persecuted for. And you know what, Slaki? When you walk in with brothers in a crowd of brothers, people look at you. Like, damn, they ain't acting like niggas, they ain't wilding out, they ain't throwing shit over. They got a sense of self-respect about them. And that stands you out from the average crowd.
And can I add to that?
Yeah.
Like I was with the brothers. I don't know if Elder Guy was with us. We didn't know what was going on, but I put two and two together. I knew it was one of my neighbors. She had passed. So you know how they have a little after a funeral or whatever, they have a little gathering, everybody's eating and all of that.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
For what's it called, a homecoming or whatever, because the person passed, they really going to spiritual realm.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Yeah, right.
So I'm like, yo, why is this police out here? I'm like, yo, niggas probably shooting out here, some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Somebody done seen somebody they don't like, and that's pretty much it. I know I'm blabbering, but so it was a group of us brothers. We had to go through the back of the building, and the police was there. They knew we was different from everybody else, and we looking like, yo, we kind of startled, like, what the hell going on? You know what I mean? They didn't stop us, search us, or whatever. They was like, oh, y'all good. You know what I mean?
There you
See?
go. That's the spirit. Alright.
But yeah, you said, a multitude.
Yeah.
Right?
I read a little more. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake.
Persecuted for righteousness' sake, and that's going to happen during Jacob's trouble. And then on a smaller note, we be persecuted. We be lied on, demonized, said we do things we don't do. Just going to the store, a person could look at you, look at us like we're stealing, or move their bag. All shit like that, we looked at as criminals or whatever. Just because how we look, we dress, got beard on our face,
Yeah. It says, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
I'm gonna stop.
So yeah, that means Lord willing, we doing something right if the world hates us. You know what I mean? Because when everybody like you and shit like that, it's like something's off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like everyone is not supposed to like you. There's an imbalance going on.
Peace up for y'all. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 1, I'm gonna read that. Says, let brotherly love continue, be not forgetful to entertain strangers.
Alright, so be not forgetful to entertain strangers. That person might be an angel. You gotta watch what you say to people or whatever. Even, you know, you gotta watch how you gotta always conduct yourself the same always. You know what I mean? And yeah, you gotta be, you know.
Hey, if I may add on too. So I'm thinking about it like, yo, sometimes you might not know who you're talking to. You might be talking to somebody that puts you on to make some money or something, you know, like you might just talking and then you might just end up, you know, put yourself in a position to, you know, better yourself.
Yeah, like I was
End up networking.
I was walking walking with my cousin. We left our uncle's place, you know, and I said it wasn't an old guy, but he was older than me. He was riding his bike on the sidewalk, and I said, "Oh, my fault, excuse me." And my cousin was like, "Yo, why would you say excuse me? He's supposed to be on the bike lane. He's on the sidewalk." But I was like, nah. I just said, excuse me, whatever. I was like, yo, my fault. He was like, he's walking. He's Benjamin, I believe. You know what I mean? But I was like, excuse me. You know what I mean? Looked like he's coming from work or anything. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just you know, we conducting ourselves with manners and like you know.
Yeah.
And well, it could be an angel or anything, or you know.
Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereof.
And be what is that, brotherly above that?
Verse 13, Hebrews 13, verse 1. Let brotherly love.
Yeah, brotherly love, man. You know, charitable, being basically treating brothers with honor and also doing this work. You know? And forgive. You know what I mean?
Let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers.
Yeah, be not forgetful to infiltrate. I was about to say infiltrate, entertain strangers, because you don't know who that person is, man. That person could be an angel.
You don't know, respect everybody.
You know what I mean? That person could be an angel. It could be just or someone that might speak up for you. You know what I mean? And be like, no, I know him. Like, you know, I remember, you know, I don't know if I was in the camp, but I remember it was years ago. I was younger. You know, police was in front of my building and he went to go fuck with me. I was just going to the building and somebody I'm cool with, you know, I think he a bus driver for MTA or whatever it was. He's like, nah, he cool, I know him. And the police didn't fuck with me because when I was walking at first, the police put his arm out to stop me from passing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I looked, and I got mad, but I held myself. But I say neighbor, he don't live on my floor, but I know him for years. He was like, nah, you know,
Yeah.
he cool.
Hey, work
You know?
angel.
Yeah.
Work angel means messenger.
Yeah, so and he just a regular person. I live in a building, but we used to conversate, and he know me, but
They don't want to be disrespectful.
you know, I don't be disrespecting people. I don't disrespect. We don't disrespect people. And I say, Lord willing, we would maintain and stay like that. But yeah, you gotta conduct yourself the right way, you know.
For therefore some have entertained angels on
Some
a
have entertained angels unaware. You know, you never know who you talking to. You see a homeless person, you don't like laugh at them or talk shit. If you don't have it, I don't got it. You know what I mean? I wish I had it. You know, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like one time I was in the store, the dude wasn't homeless, but I felt he was in my way or whatever. I was looking at. Then I looked. It was a friend of mine I went to high school with. You know what I mean? You see what I mean? I was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And I was like, y'all gave him that, but look at that. You know? But
I was gonna take the train a couple of days ago. These cops came out stopping people. They were skipping, and the cop asked me if I pay. I said, yeah, use my phone. So he said, pass. Cause these people will be skipping the train and shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
You can't be doing it.
They said the MTA will start having like
Yeah.
undercover cops on buses because the bus you gotta enter into.
they do that. You know, they did that. They do that too on the buses too, and especially you know the cross. Like let's say you're going from one part of the city to the next, from the east to the west side. Once in a while they have the bus, the people come to see. You know what I mean? Like you know what that part where you gotta put your Metro card in and get the ticket out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every place into the camp, man, you get bosses and other souls, man. You gotta respect the cops. Respect the cops. Ah.
Yeah, you just can't be moving reckless like that. Cause you're a soldier for the Lord. They soldiers too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got air support, land support, water support. You know, like
This
all right,
is so.
you got it.
That's it.
Anybody got anything else?
Yeah, so you they got authority, so you know you gotta
Follow.
always be mindful of that. You know,
Yeah. Be wise as a serpent.
respect their skill set. You know what I mean?
I got something real quick. It says, okay. This is, alright, Slacky. Philippians 4, I'll straight to the point, in verse 8. It says, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely.
Yeah, whatever things are pure, true, that's just truth. The Lord's word. The laws, everything in the scriptures is true.
It says, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things.
Think and meditate on these things in scriptures. And it shows you how to conduct yourself. You know, when you're in the presence of the brotherhood or not, you're supposed to conduct yourself the same manner. You know, I always run into a brother or someone who watch the shows. You know what I mean? Like, you know the brother that I be listening to us in the audience?
Yeah.
That cut his hair?
Yeah.
He goes out during the week. I forgot the days. He goes in I think sometimes he be on a boardwalk. I used to do shows on a boardwalk. I had stopped. But he got a brother that be with him.
At least I wouldn't work alone.
And yeah, he got a brother that be with him. And the brother that be with him saw me one day in the store. He was like, yo, I knew you look familiar. You know? He saw me. That's why you always gotta conduct yourself the same manner. Someone's on, you know, the Lord's watching,
I ain't gonna
and
fuck.
the angels watching, and the men is watching.
Yeah, shit. I was in the spot having a little drink. Brother come out of nowhere. Yo, you know, I'm about to with this lady. Yo, should have warmed up. I'm like, oh, you know. So you could be up in there simping.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, being simple. When I say simple, I don't mean sipping on a woman. I mean being simple. Like
Yeah.
you do some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Being drunk out your mind or whatever. And the brother see you in a drunken state, and that brother will lose respect for you. All right, so you gotta be mindful when you do things. Listen,
Yeah.
the Lord will have you get exposed.
Yeah.
So it says, whatsoever things are of good report, see how be of good report. If there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Those things which ye have both learned and received and heard and seen in me, do, and the Most High of peace shall be with you.
So we have to conduct ourselves the way the scriptures say. And the Most High be with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Paul, he was ill because Paul knew how to talk to everybody. Paul was so sick with his words. he get out of danger, man. Like he get caught up and he like, yo man, you gonna hit me, man? I'm a citizen of Rome. You know what I mean? And like, alright, man, he's a citizen of shit. You know what I mean?
He was diplomatic in righteousness.
Yeah,
He
right.
was diplomatic.
He spoke different languages. So yeah, that's true. You have to know, you don't speak. Paul was learned from learned man. But if you speak different languages, that's a plus.
I wish I told him too.
Y'all shot to it, right? And it's good to know words too.
Yeah,
And y'all shot teaching us through the Holy Spirit.
Like I was chilling, right? Some dude was on his phone, an older dude, and I was walking, and I saw them morons and Mormons or whatever. Now I ain't say anything.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, they're gonna approach me or whatever. They're gonna approach me or whatever. I don't care. I'm just letting them know I'm not interested. I was like, no, I'm good. You know what I mean? I smiled though, right? Yeah. And the Jake that was talking on the phone, older Jake, he said, God bless you. When he left, he was like, yo, I just said that, but yo, number one, they don't trust you, and I don't trust them for what they have done. Now I don't even know if they sincere with what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They might come from somebody. He was like, yo, they might come from racist family members or whatever, but they trying to break away from that. Whatever it was, he looked like he had a little sense to him or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Hey, you got anything? Hey, Lord willing, that's what's edifying. We want to say once again, all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Barashem, Yahweh Shah, Barashem, HaKadosh, and double honor to our apostles, bishops, elsewhere, millstone, and say, teacher, I keep pushing this word, sitting honestly, full elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
I got you.